in our setting, and this happens in our setting, can you go in front? You guys are gonna be my crew. So my dispatch is within the hospital. Somebody arrives, this is what I had today, literally. Grown man, 52 years old, Eileen go out, he's in the parking lot on the grass. So I have to establish, one, did he fall? No, he didn't fall. Two, what's his state of mind? So, sir, excuse me, sir? Yeah, hi, my name's Eileen. Can you tell me, where are you? Did you fall? Did he fall? He didn't? Sir, I think we're gonna turn you over, help me. Can my crew help me? I don't want a patient prone. I don't want my patient prone. He hasn't fallen, he hasn't had trauma. Why don't I want him prone? What's the first thing we do? Go ahead. He might vomit. What's the first thing I'm concerned with? Airway. If you're prone and you are stuporous, this is a stuporous patient, you better get him over quick. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do, sir, do you know where you are? All right, so you know what? We're going to help you get up and we're going to sit you down in a better seat because this one's not very good. Come on, crew, let's help him. I'm making decisions for him. I'm not going to talk to him. It's obvious what's going on. Look, he's going. He's a flaccid piece of rubber. Get him going. Then when you get him in the back, because the other thing, remember, this is a public scene. You have 20 kids doing this. Oh, hey, Connor, what's going on? Hi. Oh, hey, well, that's Nick. Come on, Jay, come here. Look at today. Get them packaged, get them in the back of the ambulance. Do the rest of the assessment back there. Okay, good job. You guys want another one? Yeah. All right. So what do you got? Yeah, we're going to assign a group. Caroline. Yeah, all of Caroline.
Oh, Quays, go girl.
And you. Wow, what's the thing?
So your dispatch for a 22-year-old male who is threatening to close off.
Parents are also on scene, and I'm going to be Zach's mommy. And I also train Zach, so just that's a disclaimer. Wow. Okay, go. Oh my God! Oh, thank God you're here. Oh my God, it's my baby.
What did you do?
Can you tell me what happened?
What are you doing here? Get out of my house. Mom, get out of my house. Who are you?
You don't have to know. You don't need to.
When did this start?
Right?
Okay, first I need the police.
It's been going on for years.
Who called him? You're all talking to me at once. Bring off to me. Okay, I got enough from her all day.
When did I start today?
Best I'm fine. You're in my house. Can you please address the problem? It's my house. It's not hers. Whatever she says, it's not her house.
We're here to help.
For her. What?
We're taking care of him, okay? Just sit down and take a deep breath, okay? Okay, there you go.
You people being here is making me upset. I don't know what's upsetting me.
Okay, you just need to
I don't really care what's
Just
upsetting
the more
her.
agitated you get, the more agitated.
I know, but it's my baby.
I know.
Oh, I can't remember anything else.
That's what we're.
I don't know. I was just here.
Why did you have mine?
I mean, I was just playing with the knives.
How?
Clearly. Why are you crying? I couldn't focus on you guys when she's here in my house, just like all of you. I was focused on what I was doing. I mean, the cuts on my arm. Yeah,
Why did you do that?
because of her. You did this to me! See what you did, Mom? Get out of my house. Take her with you. That's the interest.
Just take a seat, okay? Take deep breaths.
Don't even call her my mom anymore. She's some stranger. Where are the police? The stranger's in my house. What are all these people doing in my...
They're just trying to help you. They're good people.
I can help myself.
Can we have the police help walk in? Here, another officer with come.
All right.
Don't touch me, okay? I'm fine. You can all just get out of my house. Why would I want to go in the ambulance? No, I'm good. It's great. Look at it. It's just great. I don't know where else. Yeah, I can stand up. I can stand up and I can sit down. You're hurting my arm. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
She's always said she's known what's best. You know what's best for me, right?
I'm outside, you can't.
So what is it?
I'll go in the ambulance, but I'm not sitting on the stretcher. You have time to drive the ambulance? No, you cannot drive. Where are we going? Why? I'm in the ambulance. I just want to say, EMT class, Eileen was teaching all of us, and I was her EMT. And I was devastated by how I could not do anything to change her mind on whatever was wrong with her. She would not give up.
Yeah.
Good job, victim, good job. This could possibly be a call. We've had a number of suicides in town, right? So we're going to take anybody who's harming themselves, he's all cut up, really seriously. He's threatening, the mother's reporting, things have gone really south in this family. We've got to package and go as soon as we possibly can. Any outtakes? Anybody want to say anything they may have considered that wasn't considered? Yeah, sorry.
I think it was a really good idea to take the mom out of the room. I mean, it could have been done sooner just to set the two separate because Zach was really agitated by the fact that you were in the room as well. So I think that was a really good decision.
Very good point. That's one of the first things you want to do in that situation.
Do you consider approaching a patient who has an accident? Don't you? If you see it, you step back and then please.
harm your patient and you don't want them to harm themselves. They're in a situation where they could do either, or they could do both.
I also think it's just a good point to bring up that Mira took away the first knife and then we turned around and he had a second. So I think it's important just to, always be aware. Scene safety isn't something that you just do at the beginning. It's something you should be doing continually throughout the call.
I love that. That is such an excellent and crucial point, and I cannot tell you how much stuff, contraband weapons, we find on patients, and not only do we go through their clothing, their belongings, they are stripped before they go to the unit. Why? For their safety, staff safety, and the safety of other patients. But I'm not suicidal, and I can have my razors. We don't allow them to have dental floss. We don't allow them to have anything that's alcohol-based. Why? They drink Tide, they drink Listerine. So if they get to the unit, I'm in admissions now, and they get to the unit with anything that's on, they're not allowed yoga pants. You're not allowed your shoelaces on the unit. If they get to the unit and they go through the same thing at the unit to make sure, safety check, these things are not on them, it falls on us, and someone will hunt an individual down and make you responsible for allowing a patient getting to a unit with something that's not allowed. So that's a really, really good point. Anybody else?
I just want to offer an observation. It's so often, when as EMTs, we're really trained well in trauma. The stuff we usually miss is internal injuries. And it's kind of a psychological emergency. In a way, it's an internal injury. There's nothing visible on the outside, and the people can be totally fine, and then all of a sudden there's a trigger where they have a chance to make a run for it, and they do. And there was a case that was just settled recently. I don't know if people saw it in the newspaper, but it was for a young man in this town who had tried to commit suicide like 6 times. He was my patient at one time, and he came out totally peacefully. Everything was fine, but this is after like 6 times trying to kill himself. So they sent him to a psychiatric hospital up in Massachusetts. And when he was up there, he was taken by ambulance. And when he was up there, just as he was getting ready to go through admissions, the 2 EMTs walked in to tell people, hey, we're here, come out and get this guy. He ran out of the ambulance, and they found him several days later dead in a riverbed. And so it takes only an instant. So if you have a patient, somebody's got to stay with that patient. In most cases, there should be 2 people with that patient. You cannot tackle them. You cannot tackle them, but you can do your best to tell them, hey, please sit down. Sit down on your stretcher, and we'll be with you. But you cannot be involved in hand-to-hand combat with these people at all, because they can have incredible strength. But there is, and the ambulance company just settled for a huge amount of money because so.
Because when they deliver the patient to us, they have to get the patient in our door, and there's all kinds of technicalities and legalities. They're not our patient until A, we've touched them. So the guy in our parking lot, I touched him, he's our patient. The sister's like, why do we have to? Why do we have to? I didn't even have a place to sit him down. We had to bring a chair outside, the vital pole outside. I touched him, he's our patient. But in a delivery transport service, they're not our patient until they're inside our door, and it's their responsibility to get them in. And chances are that suicidal patient got very, very quiet on transport, so these guys got a little bit lax. They typically don't know the patient. This is the first time they're getting them. Their job is transport from door A to door B. Oh, he's quiet. What's all the hubbub about? And now they're talking shop, and the patient's very quiet, and that happens with suicidal patients. Everybody suddenly thinks, oh, they're okay. Suddenly got quiet. That's when you really need to start watching them. They got so quiet because they have gone over all the scenarios. Somebody who's tried to commit suicide 6 times, chances are they're going to be successful. Good point. Anybody else? So, last scenario we're not going to do. It's 10 to 9. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.